Hello and welcome to your daily word. Hello everyone, I'm Pastor Kara, and today I wanted to encourage you if you may be feeling a bit defeated. I'm a big sports fan, and I've seen many amazing moments of underdogs overcoming all odds and winning, or amazing feats to score a goal and reach the finish line. For every win, though, there is also a defeat. There is another team, another opponent, that has worked hard and long but didn't reach the end goal. In sprinting, there are athletes who run their hardest and just as they're about to reach the end, trip and fall. Seeing those moments, you can almost sense the feelings of crushing defeat that they must be going through. Chances are, we will face some sort of defeat in our lives. It's a hard blow to take and can really wound, discourage, and frustrate us. Even more than that, it could make us want to give up. There's a story in the Bible of a leader who faced a crushing defeat. His name was Joshua. Joshua took over leading the people of Israel after Moses had passed away and brought them through a great moments of victory, such as bringing down the walls of Jericho and taking that fortified city. But Joshua also faced defeat. When he sent troops into Ai, they faced a crushing defeat and lost 36 men. Not only did they lose lives, but now the people were in a great deal of fear after the defeat. What was Joshua to do? If you read the story in Joshua 7, it says, Joshua and the elders of Israel tore their clothing in dismay, threw dust on their heads, and bowed face down to the ground before the ark of the Lord until evening. When Joshua cried out, "O sovereign Lord, why do you bring us across the Jordan if you are going to let the Amorites kill us? If only we had been content to stay on the other side. Lord, what can I say now to that Israel has fled from its enemies? For when the Canaanites and all the other people living in the land hear about it, they will surround us and wipe our name off the face of the earth. And then what will happen to the honor of your great name?" Joshua was clearly upset about the defeat and even lamented to God about why. Why would they have victory after victory only to get defeated at this point by such a small city with such a small army? Things seemed to be going great, and then they had this very disappointing and defeating moment. Not only that, he was now scared that their defeat was going to get out to the surrounding nations and was going to put them in danger because others might try to take advantage of them during their time of weakness. Have you ever felt this way? Things seem to be going great, but then all of a sudden, you face a disappointing or a defeating moment. Have you cried out to God asking why? Why would he let this happen to you? And then asking what's going to happen next? What Joshua heard from God wasn't words of comfort or coddling. Instead, God issued him a challenge. Verse 10 says, "But the Lord said to Joshua, 'Get up. Why are you lying on your face like this?'" God told him to get up, not just to stay down and defeated, but to get up because there was work that needed to be done. You see, Joshua didn't know that there were some people in the camp who had disobeyed God's commands, and now they needed to go and make it right. Verse 13 says, "Get up, command the people to purify themselves in preparation for tomorrow. This is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says. Hidden among you, O Israel, are things set apart for the Lord. You will never defeat your enemies until you remove these things from among you." You see, although defeat can be crushing, God doesn't want us to just stay down. He wants us to get up and to make changes to get us going again. It was never God's intention to bring them to where they are only to be defeated and to stay that way. He wanted to bring them to the end goal. A good coach doesn't take his team into the locker room afterwards, after they've lost, and say, well, that's it, let's give up and never play again. No, a good coach would say, let's go back, learn from our mistakes, and next time we'll be ready and we will win. God is our coach, and He doesn't want us to be defeated and stay defeated. No, He wants us to get back up on our feet so that we can fix the problems and get right back at it. Through it all, He is with us, coaching us on. You know, there's a movie called Cool Runnings that kind of reminds me a bit of this situation. It's based on the first Jamaican bobsled team that competed in the Calgary Olympics. Being from a country that never sees snow, no one ever thought that they would make it to the Olympics. But they did. They were doing well until one run something happened and went wrong with their sled and they crashed. Instead of just lying there, completely defeated, the team stood up and carried the sled all the way to the finish line. It was a powerful moment that inspired not just this movie, but the whole world that was watching. They were not defeated. They were strong and inspirational. So much so that there would be a bobsled team from Jamaica for all the Winter Olympics to follow. You see, just because you have a moment of defeat doesn't mean that you are defeated. It means you need to get back up. When you face a moment of defeat, listen to the words of God, your coach. Get up. Make it right. You can do this. You can be victorious again. Thank you so much for joining us today. Come back tomorrow for the next Daily Word. God bless.